Wastewater emerges as a strategic resource under supply pressure. Wastewater and industrial byproduct streams have long been treated as unavoidable operational liabilities. In a recent industry discussion, however, participants described how supply chain pressure, permitting delays, and rising treatment costs are forcing organizations to reassess what is already flowing through existing infrastructure. Rather than positioning wastewater recovery as a breakthrough solution, the discussion framed it as a pragmatic response to constraint, particularly in sectors facing tighter access to critical minerals and higher costs for disposal and compliance. Existing streams, shorter timelines. Several examples highlighted why wastewater is drawing renewed attention. Produced water from oil and gas operations, mine tailings, coal ash ponds, and industrial wastewater from power generation and manufacturing were all cited as streams already permitted, monitored, and managed. That existing footprint matters. Unlike greenfield mining projects, which can take a decade or more to permit and develop, waste streams are already part of ongoing operations. Participants noted that this can shorten the path from evaluation to deployment, even if recovery volumes are modest compared to primary extraction. The U.S. Geological Survey and the International Energy Agency, IEA, consistently underscore projected growth in demand for lithium, rare earth elements, and other materials critical to energy systems, defense applications, and manufacturing. Economics driven by offset, not windfall. The discussion was clear that recovery economics are rarely transformational on their own. One example referenced lithium recovery from wastewater streams, where estimated recovery costs on the order of several $1,000s per metric ton may not compete with low-cost primary supply in stable markets. However, the economics shift when recovery offsets existing costs, such as wastewater treatment, disposal fees, or long-term liability associated with waste storage. In those cases, recovered materials function less as a new revenue stream and more as a risk and cost stabilizer, particularly under volatile commodity pricing. Data as the first gate. A recurring theme was that data availability is the primary gating factor, not technology. Participants described situations where historical sampling was inconsistent or incomplete, making it difficult to determine whether recovery was viable before investing in equipment or process changes. As a result, early-stage efforts are often focused on characterization, understanding concentrations, variability over time, and how recovery might interact with existing treatment systems. Without that foundation, even proven separation technologies introduce unacceptable operational risk, a signal of broader system adaptation. The reframing of wastewater mirrors a broader trend across infrastructure and resource systems. As permitting timelines lengthen and capital risk rises, organizations are being pushed to extract more value from assets they already operate. While wastewater recovery remains highly site-specific, its growing visibility reflects how constraint, not abundance, is reshaping resource strategy. What was once dismissed as uneconomic is being reconsidered not because conditions are ideal, but because alternatives are increasingly limited. To view the entire discussion on demand, click here. You've been listening to Sustainability Soundbites by Environment and Energy Leader. For partnership opportunities, please reach out to our team.